Hey Leo, so this read is going to be for you guys. I'm going to start with my oracle cards like I've been doing, and then move on to my tarot cards to sort of help paint the picture for us here that the universe is trying to tell us about. So universe, if you can give us a nice clear read for Leo and let them know whatever it is they need to know. Give them some advice. If it's some warning, whoop, we got those guys wanting to jump out. So I think we'll start with those guys and then we'll start the read. Alright. So we got recognition and reward. We got moving on. We have universe. We have trapped in fear. And we have shadow. Ooh. So I'm already getting a vibe that that we're going to be, the universe is pushing us to learn some lessons in our life, do some self-work here. I wonder if you aren't going through a time where you're feeling kind of trapped, maybe afraid of change. Maybe that's how the trapped in fear ties into the moving on. Maybe you're having a hard time moving on from something because you're afraid of the change and you feel like you're sort of trapped in a dark place, having trouble sort of finding your way to the light. I got mental conflict as well. Stand your ground, accelerated motion, temptation, and heartache and loss. So you're definitely feeling conflicted. And I wonder if you almost feel like you've lost yourself some in this situation, whatever it was that caused you to feel this way. You didn't really stand up for yourself. You sort of let yourself take a back seat. You feel like you might have lost yourself. I'm going to draw some tarot cards because I just want to build on this story and get a little bit more clarity. But I definitely feel like there are universal lessons here that you're being pushed to learn, and they're usually, I'll warn you, they're usually pretty uncomfortable. The good news is that if you do learn the lessons, you come out a lot stronger on the other side and a lot better for it. So universe, can you please clarify this read? Clarify, I think, these lessons that that Leo is needing to learn right now. Give us sort of a better understanding of what's happening with them, and help them see their way to a better situation here. And we'll start with these guys because they sort of jumped out at us. So we got Wheel of Fortune and Queen of Pentacles. We also got the Ten of Wands, which tends to speak of sort of slugging away at it, carrying a very heavy burden, being very tired of it all. Five of Swords tends to speak of victory coming at the cost of others, and I almost wonder if you feel like somebody else had a victory at the cost of you with this. The Ten of Wands too, I wonder if this is a situation that you've been dealing with for a while. It's been dragging you down for a while. Yeah, I got the Eight of Pentacles, which is, they call it the Apprentice card. And it usually speaks of going back to school, things of that nature, but I don't think that's what it refers to in this read. I think this also ties in with the Universe card, and I think this symbolizes your need to learn this lesson. I also have the Nine of Swords, which speaks to being trapped by your own negative emotions and having trouble seeing your way through. I think that ties in maybe with the Shadow card as well, and trying to find your way back to the light. And as well as the trapped in fear, maybe afraid of change, afraid of the uncertainty of that change. I do have the Six of Swords as well, which it speaks of a transition into a calmer time in your life. So I also have the Strength card, and I think that ties in with the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you here. I think this is about an inner strength. It's about taking the leap of faith. It's about making this change in your life, leaving the negative emotions behind. Because I feel like the Wheel of Fortune card speaks to, feel like the way that this fits in is this will be your end result from doing the work. This is what you have to look forward to. And I also got the Ace of Swords, which speaks to triumph, and I feel like that's the same as well. I'm going to pull some more cards. So I have the High Priestess here, and the impression that I get from her in this reading is that there are some hidden truths about yourself. There's some things that you're going to have to find out about yourself to be able to move on here. I have the Two of Swords, which speaks of being sort of deadlocked, blinded by your emotions, having a tough time making a choice. And I think that also speaks of this trapped in fear and this moving on, of you afraid to make the choice of change, because the future can be uncertain. You don't know what to expect, and it's very scary. I have the Chariot as well, which speaks to a positive forward movement. So you're moving on, you're persevering through all the rough stuff. And I have the Death card as well, and I think the Death card is speaking of this transition of moving out of this negative situation that you're in, this negative sort of mindset that you're in, and moving on to a more constructive and positive one that is going to get you the results that you want in life, and is going to help you build an inner strength that I believe is going to set you up for the future. I got the Five of Wands in next to the Tower, so I feel like this negative situation that you were in, this negative state of mind, might have come from the ending of a relationship where there was a lot of arguing, a lot of strife, a lot of fighting, a lot of drama. And I feel like maybe that's where the Heartache and Loss card comes in as well. It comes in from the end, this relationship ending, and I think it was probably a fairly serious long-term relationship as well. And I almost wonder if that isn't where our Five of Swords comes in, our victory at the cost of others, is that this person was maybe a right fighter, and they had to be right no matter what. And if they win, then you lose, and they obviously had no issue with that. And you just lost and lost and lost until you were just feeling really done, and really beat down. I got the Three of Pentacles, which again I think speaks to this positive change in your life, and you being able to see the positive things manifesting that are coming out of this. Your choice to change in all of this, your choice to walk away from the drama of that situation, from the negativity, from staying in that mindset and that hurt, and letting that go, and being able to do the emotional work to find your way through. So I got the Fool card, and the Fool card speaks to me of taking the leap of faith. So I feel like it fits in really well with this read, because you're so scared of taking that leap and experiencing the change. But to me, this card is assurance that that is the right step for you. That is going to give you very positive results in your life. So I have the Lovers card, and I have the Two of Cups as well. These both tend to speak to relationships. And I feel like I don't get that you're going to meet the right person right away. What I get from these cards is that once you've let the negativity in the past go, you've chosen change, you've chosen to move past it. I believe that that's going to put you in a place where this is possible. This new relationship is possible. I got the Three of Wands, which also speaks to a positive progression towards bigger and better things. I got the Four of Wands, which speaks of setting a solid foundation for the future. And so I think that's what leaving this negativity behind and moving into a more positive mindset, a more positive outlook on life. I believe that's what that's doing, and that's, to me, that's what the universe, sort of the lessons that it teaches us is what it's all about. It's setting us up to be successful in the long term, in love, in career, just in yourself, spiritually, personally. I also got the Hanging Man, and I think in this read, the Hanging Man is coming as a warning not to let your own hang-ups hold you back. I'm going to pull a few more of these guys, and then I'm going to pull a few of these guys just to sort of wrap things up here. Yeah, so I got the Five of Cups, which also speaks to being stuck in negative emotions, so much so that you can't see the positive opportunities that are around you. So I think that one's a warning as well, to not get lost in this negativity, to let it go, to change, to move on. I got the Knight of Pentacles, which speaks to sort of what you've been working towards for so long finally coming to fruition. And I think for this read, that means the work that you're going to need to do, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a little while, but it will end in positive results. It will come to fruition. You will have a bountiful harvest. And usually Pentacle speaks to finances, but I think this read isn't about finances. This read is more about your emotional and your personal growth. So I think that's going to be the abundance that you get from this situation. If you take that leap of faith and do move on. Yeah, okay, so this makes sense. So I got discontent and boredom. I got triumph and success, rest and rejuvenate, and I got fulfillment of wishes. And so to me, the discontent and boredom is the warning. So not to fall into those old habits, not to stay stagnant, not to let all the negativity, the loss, the hurt, the anger drag you down and hold you back from your potential. The rest and rejuvenate to me is sort of the next logical step here is the self-care, processing the negative emotions, feeling them, recognizing them, dealing with them, and then moving past them. I believe once you can do that, you will have the triumphant success and then the fulfillment of wishes too, because once you've done that, you've then put yourself in a position where you are able to receive that positivity. You're able to receive a good relationship and make it functional without bringing in the baggage from the past. And I think that's what this really speaks to, is sort of the transition, leaving the past behind, dealing with the emotions, doing the self-care, the self-awareness, and then putting yourself back out there and being ready for all the positivity that's going to manifest and come your way because you've done the work and you've earned it. All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope it resonated with you guys. If you enjoy watching the videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. Take care.